Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today's video is going to be in the gym. We are going to be doing a glute isolation workout. Now so many of you girls come to me saying that you feel a lot of glute exercises in your quads. So that's why I really wanted to take you through one of my workouts which is purely for glute isolation. Now all exercises that are going to be for lower body are going to hit your quads, hamstrings, and glutes to some degree, but there are ways that we can actually try and isolate our glutes to work them a little bit harder if it is your goal of growing them. So what we want to do is minimize the activation of our quads and hamstrings, and we do this by avoiding exercises that do elicit quite a high degree of activation in them. So that means, like, for you girls out there who are quite quad dominant, doing a lot of squatting, a lot of lunges, a lot of heavy leg press are probably going to activate your quads a little bit more than what you would like to when it comes to quads versus glutes. So this workout, I'm going to actually do a voiceover of all of the exercises and just do a bit of like a tutorial style so that I can give you as much knowledge and education as I can so that you girls can really build your glutes. So I'm just about to head into the gym now. I just had my pre-workout, I had something small to eat, and I'm gonna go train, so let's go.
Alrighty, to our workout. Now here we are starting off just with a brief little activation circuit using one of my Lauren Simpson Fitness booty bands. So we are going through our glute bridges, donkey kicks, and standing abduction with the goal to activate and fire up your glutes before then we move on to the actual workout itself. The goal here is to just stimulate the muscles. It's not to actually fatigue them. When we're doing the reps, make sure that you're doing them controlled, squeezing your glutes at the top of each rep, and just really reinforcing that mind-muscle connection. Our first exercise is the barbell glute bridge. So here you'll be setting up a barbell and lying flat on your back. Your shoulders aren't elevated, so there is a shortened range of motion as opposed to something like a hip thrust. Given the angle of your knee joint, you will lose slightly less quads and more glutes. Some of my form cues for this one are feet should be shoulder width apart with toes pointing straight or slightly angled out. Find what works best for you. When you are at full hip extension, your knees should be at 90 degrees. Make sure to keep your chin tucked to keep that posterior pelvic tilt. This helps with your spinal alignment and further allows you to isolate your glutes. Onto our rounded back extension. You will notice that the positioning of my upper back is slightly rounded, which does give this exercise more of a glute focus as opposed to our traditional back extension. By rounding the spine, it does reduce the recruitment of our erectors, which is the lower back, and allows for greater glute engagement. You will notice that my feet are slightly turned out and there is still a slight bend in my knees. At the top of each rep, think of really clenching your butt cheeks together hard. I like high reps for this, anywhere between 15 to 30. Next up, we have our cable pull through, which is a hip hinge movement pattern. Some of my top cues would be to really push your hips back. Think of pushing your butt back as far as you can to build tension on your glutes and hamstrings. This isn't a squat motion. You should initiate the movement from your hips and not your knees. So it's not an up and down motion, it is really back and forth. Be careful not to hyperextend at the top when you are squeezing your glutes through. Be sure to keep your arms relaxed and also maintain a neutral spine, and your head just should follow with the hinge movement. Moving on to a cable kickback with a 1 1/4 rep variation. So glute kickback is a hip extension exercise. With this one, I'm kicking my leg back with my toe pointed slightly inward. I'm contracting my glutes at the top for a second before bringing it back down in a controlled motion. We're doing this with the 1 1/4 rep variation to increase time under tension. Now remember girls, don't arch your back. This is why a lot of you will feel it in your lower back and not your glutes. Your spine should remain neutral and lower back relaxed throughout. So here we have an extra range side lying abduction. We're doing this exercise here on a declined bench as the angle provides an increase in resistance and it does allow for greater range of motion. I really like this exercise for upper and outer glutes. This is something that I do higher rep toward the end of a workout, 20 to 30 reps each side. To increase resistance again, you could add a resistance band, use ankle weights, or have a partner assist you by pushing down against your working leg and applying resistance. Last up, we have frog pumps, and a big credit to Brett Contreras for this one. This is a highly effective isolation exercise and it can be done body weight only or with a dumbbell like I have here. Now we can use the same coaching cues as with the glute bridge. For example, keep our chin tucked down and make sure there is that posterior pelvic tilt as you are thrusting up. Instead of having our feet apart though, here you will see I have the bottoms of my feet together and my heels are as close to my butt as I can. I like to use these either at the beginning of workouts to activate my glutes or at the end as a higher rep finisher. With this one, we're aiming for 3 sets of 30 reps. So I just got back from the gym and I'm about to have a post-workout shake now. I'm feeling a little bit fancy today, so I'm gonna show you how I make this one. It is a blend with like protein, berries, almond milk. So I'll show you how I make that. I have a NutriBullet, so that is like one of the blenders. It is like, this is really low calorie. I think it'd be like less than 200 calories for this, and it is super filling. And I really love to have smoothies now that the weather is hot in Australia. I find that they are quite light on my tummy and it's protein based, so it's going to keep you feeling full. So I'll show you how I make this. So this is all you need for the shake. I have got just a frozen berries mix. Any kind of frozen fruits will do. I've got almond breeze, almond milk, but you could also just do this with plain water as well. And the protein that I do use, as you will see on my channel in like my protein oats, but also post-workout shake, I've got EHPLABS. So this is their Isopept Zero choc peanut butter flavor. So good. And to make it really thick, like an ice cream consistency, this is where I use the ice cubes. And I will blend it. This is the NutriBullet that I have. I think it was only about $80 and I got it from Target, which is in Australia. So you may need to add some more almond milk or water in between when you are blending it, just to get the right consistency for what you like. I like mine thick and delicious, so there you have it, my shake. I will have that usually with a spoon and eat it like ice cream, but yeah, you might need to just add a little bit more almond milk just so that it blends properly. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing that glute workout and also my post-workout smoothie. If you are looking for a protein, I highly recommend EHPLABS, Isopept Zero or Oxywhey. You can buy it here at EHPLABS.com and use Lauren10 if you want a discount on any of the supplements on there. But thanks again guys, and I will see you on my next video.